Hello, we're on day 70 out of our 96-day journey, all the way from Ash Wednesday down here. We've done all of Lent, we've done all of Holy Week, we've done Easter. Now we're in Eastertide and we started at the bottom, we've gone all the way at the sides. We are beginning to get towards the extremities of the arms of the cross before we go up those arms outside and then start making our way inwards and to the top, to Pentecost Sunday at the very top in the middle. And we are, well, as I said, day 70, doing our four Gospels. It struck me the other day that we've actually done them in alphabetical order. We started with John, then we did Luke, and then we did Mark, and now we're on Matthew. And we did, yesterday we had Mary has just given birth to Jesus. Joseph was told in a dream to take Mary as his wife, even though she was to have the baby. We're going to find out a little bit what happens next. We're going to get a bit Christmassy now. We're going to be in Matthew chapter 2, reading from the Contemporary English Version. When Jesus was born in the village of Bethlehem in Judea, Herod was king. During this time some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem and said, "Where is the child born to be king of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard about this, he was worried, and so was everyone else in Jerusalem. Herod brought together the chief priests and the teachers of the law of Moses and asked them, "Where will the Messiah be born?" They told him, "He will be born in Bethlehem, just as the prophet wrote. Bethlehem in the land of Judea, you are very important among the towns of Judea. From your town will come a leader who will be like a shepherd for my people Israel." Herod secretly called in the wise men and asked them when they had first seen the star. He told them, "Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, let me know, for I want to go and worship him too." The wise men listened to what the king said and then left, and the star they had seen in the east went on ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. They were thrilled and excited to see the star. When the men went into the house and saw the child with Mary, his mother, they knelt down and worshipped him. They took out their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and gave them to him. Later they were warned in a dream not to return to Herod, and they went back home by another road. After the wise men had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up, hurry, and take the child and his mother to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you to return, because Herod is looking for the child and wants to kill him." That night Joseph got up and took his child and wife to Egypt. Where they stayed until Herod died. So the Lord's promise came true, just as the prophet had said, "I called my son out of Egypt." When Herod found out that the wise men from the east had tricked him, he was very angry. He gave orders for his men to kill all the boys who lived in or near Bethlehem and were 2 years old and younger. This was based on what he'd learned from the wise men. So the Lord's promise came true, just as the prophet Jeremiah had said. In Ramah a voice was heard crying and weeping loudly. Rachel was mourning for her children, and she refused to be comforted because they were dead. After King Herod died, an angel from the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph while he was still in Egypt. The angel said, "Get up and take the child and his mother back to Israel. The people who wanted to kill him are now dead." Joseph got up and left with them for Israel. But when he heard that Herod's son Archelaus was now ruler of Judea, he was afraid to go there. Then in a dream he was told to go to Galilee, and they went to live there in the town of Nazareth. So the Lord's promise came true, just as the prophet had said, "He will be called a Nazarene." There's quite a lot goes on in that chapter 2, and we've got the wise men. It's not a great deal of detail, is there, about the wise men? But we do have quite a legend about them. We have an image in our mind as to what they look like and how that story goes. There's lots of bits that we've clearly added in that, but at the same time, it is quite a story. I was particularly struck by the fact that we have the way that King Herod calls together the chief priests and the teachers of the law. These are the people who, when Jesus is older, will not be saying about how he's going to be born, but they're going to be saying about how they wished he was dead. And these are the ones who are going to be struggling to to deal with him. But at the moment, they're telling the sort of Roman leader about where he is and telling the wise men where they need to go and find him. And then this terrible thing where the wise men leave by another route. The Herod feels that he's tricked them and he's worried about where this baby boy might be, and so he slaughters all of the boys 2 years and younger. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus escape to Egypt, but then come from there. And it is remarkable too that there are these prophecies that the one who is to be the Messiah will come from different places, and this story enables Jesus to fulfill all of them by being from Egypt, by being born in Bethlehem, and coming from Egypt, and also being a Nazarene. Three things that seem impossible all at the same time, and yet that's how he manages to do them all. So we're going to skip some years. We're going to leave Jesus as a child, as a baby, here at the end of chapter 2. Come back tomorrow when all of a sudden Jesus will be around about 30 years old, and we will be beginning his ministry story. But join me for that. That's tomorrow's story. I'll see you for that then. All the best. Have a good day today. God bless. Bye bye.